In this video, we'll have a look at how we can use the sync queue to maintain context. Remember that the sync queue is available where all the transactions get lined up, and as soon as they're processed, they will vanish from your sync queue. So you can use the sync queue very effectively to understand where your transaction is and at which stage of processing it is. This helps a lot when troubleshooting because it helps you realize at which point the transaction is failing, and then you can troubleshoot that particular aspect of the synchronization. To get this going, I have my two work management systems open side by side. We have Jira on the left side and Azure DevOps on the right side. There is this Jira ticket, CM89, which is already exalated to work item 8693 on the Azure DevOps side. The idea is to make an update on the Jira side and watch the transaction go through different pieces, reach the destination, and update the destination. Now, in order to do that, we'll need to be a little quick on the sync queues because the transaction does go pretty fast. I've got my sync queues up on both sides. On the Azure side, we'll be looking at the incoming sync queue, and on the Jira side, at the outgoing sync queue, because the transaction we're going to make is from Jira to the Azure DevOps side. So let's just make a small change. For instance, you can change the description. Now, as soon as I make this change, the transaction should enter the sync queue on the Jira side. So as I said, we'll need to be a little quick. Well, it still hasn't entered. Let's refresh it. All right, the transaction is in the ready state. It's already sent the request, so we should be able to see something in the incoming. It's creating a replica, and the transaction has gone through, which means we'll probably receive a confirmation. Yeah, it was just too quick. So the transaction has gone through, and this means the change should already reflect on the Azure DevOps side. Let's give it another try. Let's update something in the subject. As soon as I save it, we'll go through the same exercise. So the transaction should enter the queue on the Jira side. Let's refresh Azure DevOps and wait a few seconds until it arrives. It's waiting for a response. All right, as you can see, it sent the response, and this should probably be the end of the transaction. Yes, the response is ready. So both sync queues are empty, which means that the transaction has actually gone through. So if you check the destination side, the change should reflect out there as well. In case of any issues, you will see the transaction being stuck in one of the queues, and then you can further troubleshoot that. The first piece of the puzzle is to understand at which end the transaction has got stuck, and then troubleshoot that end of the connection.